going live again. I didn't do my couponing today. I really need to get back to doing that. Sorry, this is bugging me. I really need to get back to doing my couponing again. But today we decided to, well, this morning, I forget what I did this morning. I was doing something this morning. I forget what it was. Laundry. I was doing laundry this morning and working on some cups. And then we went to take my stepson to meet his mom because he's going to his mom's tonight and then coming back tomorrow evening. And then we went to like some like festival thing where it's like music and food trucks and stuff like that. So, and then when I got home, because of my posting my pickle cup in the pickle group, I've been getting all these orders. So like I'm trying to get that organized and I have to start on orders for that as well. So lots of stuff going on. So I didn't have time to do my couponing. But I decided to go live tonight. Hey, Ange. And this was completely random. Again, I didn't announce it, so. Hey, Sophie. It's hot out here. We had like one cool day. On Thursday it was cool and it rained. And then it's been like muggy hot ever since then. And it's supposed to get to like 90 degrees again next Monday. Not looking forward to that. I was hoping that it was going to like calm down with the heat, but apparently not. I did some resin today. Made earrings and really keychains. That's awesome. I need to get back to my actual like resin stuff. But I've been working on cups a lot and I don't know. Okay, so today, hey Tara, how are you? We need to get together. Hey native lady. So today I've been working on another wood grain cup. So I just started on the like wood grain part. And then I need to seal it tonight. And then tomorrow I'll epoxy it. And then I'm making a hunting, like, because hunting season's coming soon. I'm making a hunting tumbler. And it's going to say, I like big racks with, like, antlers on it. I thought that would be really cute. I'm good. How are you? I'm good, too. I reorganized my workspace. We'll have to send you pictures. Yes, definitely send me pictures. Hey, Jennifer. I miss you, too. It's been, what? How many years? It's been years since we've... I think Royce was like a baby the last time we got together. That's crazy. We definitely need to hang out again. That Jack Daniels tumbler you did was incredible. Thank you. I shocked myself. I was really proud of that one. And then I just finished my milkshake one this morning. And I just put that one up. Those wood grain cups are next level. Thank you. What's that noise? Oh my gosh. I was trying to figure out what that noise was. And apparently the marching band for the high school is practicing down like at the field down there. But I kept hearing this music and I'm like, where is that coming from? And why does it sound like that? And I'm like, oh yeah, the marching band practices like right near our house. it was when we went to the mall with you and the kids, like 2000. Yes. Yes, I remember that. And I was driving my mom's car, I think, because I was house sitting for her. It wasn't, okay. Was that the day that Brooke peeled, like, chewed gum from under the table and then put it in her mouth, and I was, like, freaking out? I can't remember if that was with you or somebody else. Any update on the cleaners and the resin? Okay, so, yes. So apparently the owner is, like, really, really sick. So he hasn't got a chance to come over here and look at anything, because I still want him to come here and look at the basement for the work that they missed, because we want them to, like, redo it and, like, fix that. But he did send somebody over who dropped off a check to cover the resin and the missing mold. So that was good. So I was able to put the money back in my account that I had spent on the new bottles. So, but still waiting to hear from him. Hopefully next week he will be better and be able to come out here. But if he doesn't call on Monday, on Tuesday I'm going to call and be like, yo, we still need somebody to come out here. Yeah, it was. Oh my gosh. I freaked out so badly. I was like, you're going to get so sick. Hey, Jennifer. Do you guys hear that? I don't know what that is. There was, like, banging outside. Hi, Peanut. Are you on a trip? No, I just do my lives and I film in my camper because it's chaos in my house. So, in here I have peace and quiet. We were thinking about going camping this weekend, but then we decided not to. How's the orders going for the pickle tumbler? Okay. So, let me tell the whole story. So, this morning, actually it was last night, but it didn't get approved till this morning. Last night I posted a picture of the pickle tumbler that I made on a pickle group that I'm in on Facebook. Not even, like, expecting, like, any, like, big ordeal. Not expecting anyone to be like, I want one. Just to show it off, because it's a pickle cup in a pickle group. So I was like, okay. It got approved this morning. I kid you not. It blew up, like, instantly. Started getting all these likes and comments, and then I started getting private messages asking where they can purchase it, if they can purchase it, if I can make them another one, if I can make one that says this or that. So within an hour, the pickle tumbler on my Poshmark sold. I have one confirmed order that I'm working on right now for the exact same cup. I have a second confirmed order for one that says pickle girl forever in the same colors. And then someone else had asked if I could make the under the sea cup that I made for Renee. If I could make them the exact same cup, and I said, well, I don't have 30-ounce tumblers anymore, but I can do it in 20-ounce. And then they asked if I make sippy cups, and I said I don't have the cups with the handles on the sides, but I do have the kids' water bottles, and I told him the lid colors and all that. And he was like, that's perfect. But he hasn't, and then he asked how much, and I told him the price, but he hasn't gotten back to me about like exactly what he wants yet. So I'm waiting on that, but that'll be 2 more cups. Not pickle related, but 2 more orders. And then there was a third person that asked if they could order one, and I asked them if it was the exact same cup or something different, and they haven't gotten back to me yet. But not everyone gets back instantly, so that's 5 potential cups to make, 2 confirmed cups. So I mean, I'm happy I at least got 1 order out of it. I'm happy someone bought the pickle cup that I originally made. So yeah, I feel like, so what I want to do is every time I make a new cup that looks different than the last, I'm going to post it in the group. Excuse me. I just got like tickle in my throat. So every time I make a new pickle cup, I'm going to post it in the group and be like, here's my new cup that I made, and kind of see where it goes from there. So hopefully it'll be me making a lot of pickle cups, but like, oh my gosh, I have this tickle in my throat that won't go away. And I can't pause like it's a video because I'm live. But yeah, so I'm going to probably have a lot of pickle related content coming up because I'm making the pickle cups, but I'm excited. You guys can travel with the places. Yes. I love being able, oh my gosh. I don't know what's going on with my throat. I'm not sick or anything. I just got like this tickle that won't go away. But yeah. I love being able to travel and not have to like book a hotel room or anything like that. So I love pickles too. I'm obsessed with pickles. I still haven't had any sales, but I'm pushing forward. I packaged all my jewelry up today, so gonna take some pictures and try to get some sales. That's awesome. Where do you advertise? I advertise all over social media, so you should do like marketplace and see if anyone will buy from there. You have never tried a pickle? You're missing out, girl. You need to try one. Boar's Head deli pickles are the best. I have never had those. Sounds like I need to try them. What pickles do you recommend for a beginner? I don't know. My favorite kind of pickles are like not store brand pickles. They're like going to like a farm and getting like handmade pickles kind of things. Those are my favorite. You're doing good, girls. So happy for you. Thank you. Oh, someone just messaged me right now and said they want the same cup that's in the picture. So that's another order. Definitely deli pickles. Clausen is good too. Yeah, I grew up on Clausen. I like Clausen. They're classic like dill pickle. Any pickle that has a crunch is a good pickle. Although it has to have a good flavor too. But like, I can't eat soft pickles. It needs to have a crunch. I'm in the UK, so not sure where I would find decent pickles. Do you have farm stands or farmers markets around you? Because those are my favorite pickles. Those are my go-to pickles, are like the farmers market ones. I love Aldi's Atomic Pickles. I like Aldi's Super Punch Pickles. They don't always have them. Like, I think it was like an overstock item that they had. But they were really good. I advertise on Facebook mainly. On Marketplace. That's a good place to sell. I tried to send a super chat, but I'm having issues with the stupid payment thing on Apple. So, aw, I'm sorry. Hey, Chris. I could possibly make my. You could make your own. Follow one of my pickle recipes. Just buy like the pickling cucumbers. I'll just have to order a pickle tumbler. Definitely, girl. I'll hook you up. I'll make you a pickle tumbler. Yes, on the crunch part. You would love them. Yeah. Pickles have to have a crunch for me. Hi. Hey, Deb and Rich. I didn't mean the kiss. It was supposed to be. That's fine. I know what you meant. Are you feeling? I'm feeling a lot better. My mouth is feeling better. I'm still talking funny because, not because of any pain or anything, but because there's a hole right here. It's giving me like this lisp, and I can't stand it. It drives me nuts. I sound weird every time I talk, but I got a letter in the mail that I got approved by my insurance for the partials. So I'm excited about that. But my next step is the deep cleaning before we get fitted for the partials and all that. Which I need to set up a payment plan for the deep cleaning because it's gonna be like about $1,100 like all together. But they said it's interest free for the first year, so I'm just gonna try to pay it off in 1 year so I don't have to pay any interest. And I broke it down. It's like $91 a month if I do like one every month payment. So I'm like, with YouTube and my Poshmark sales, I can handle that. So I think that's what I'm going to do, is just break it into 12-month payments, and that'll be done. Then I'll get fitted for the partials, and that'll be good. But I do still, on the 7th, need to get, I have a molar all the way in the back, and then I have one like right here that need to get pulled at the same time. So, once I'm able to eat normal again, I have about a week until I get this side pulled. So it's going to suck, but it has to be done. So, and my cold's gone. So that's a plus. I will try Marketplace and local selling pages. Definitely. And if you can, like, try to do like local like craft fairs and stuff like that. Those always do well. Like next month, mid-month, my friend Jess and I were setting up at the local block party. So I'm excited about that. Which is why I'm kind of like banging out a whole bunch of cups, like random different cups. Like the next cup, besides the hunting cup, the next cup after that, I want to do like a Halloween Pennywise cup. So, yeah, I'm excited about that. I love pickles, cucumbers, raw better than regular cucumbers. Oh, pickling cucumbers, like the little ones, better than the big ones. Yeah, I find the little ones are sweeter, honestly. Like the big ones, depending on where you get them, they can be really bitter. Except the long, skinny, like English cucumbers, oh my gosh, they are so sweet. I love those. I prefer to buy those for salads over the regular like seeded cucumbers. We always save the juice and put cucumbers in it until the brine is like water. My mom does that all the time, but I find that like the cucumbers are less strong, so I just make my own brine. I'll message you on Facebook. I have to go, but we need to see each other very soon. Bye, Tara. Definitely message me. We'll have to plan a day to get together. Eat all the Reese's. I have not eaten any of the Reese's. Well, I ate one before I got my tooth pulled. The night before I got my tooth pulled. But I have not eaten any since because I don't want it to get stuck like on this side because it's very like Reese's always get stuck in my teeth. And not to mention that eating on this side with my 2 broken teeth is really starting to hurt my teeth on this side of my mouth. So I have to really be careful about what I eat. Like sugary stuff hurts it unless it's like ice cream or something that's not like gonna stick in my teeth. And hard, crunchy stuff hurts it too. So I've been still on a soft food. Not completely soft, but like, because last night for dinner I had like a sandwich. I had a Reuben. It was so good. Oh my gosh. It's so good to eat normal food again, by the way. But yeah, I have to watch what I eat on this side just because it hurts my broken teeth right now. I know you'll be glad to get it all. Yes, yes. It's going to be a process, but once it's all done and over with, I will have a nice smile again, and hopefully this lisp will be gone, and yeah. People just expect stuff for nothing. I'm like, the amount of time and money that goes into them. Oh, like friends asking for things, friends and family. Honestly, the only things that I have not taken money for were gifts. Like, I made stuff for my daughter's best friend for her birthday. And I made a cup for my friend's birthday. Or for Christmas for one of my friends. And I believe I made something for my mom for Mother's Day, and like all the things that I've done for free were gifts. If family asks me for things, I'm like, okay, this is how much I charge. Like my mom is buying 2 tumblers off of me for she has hearing loss. She's completely deaf in one ear from a tumor. So she's part of this hearing loss group that's called Walk for Hearing in Pennsylvania. So I am putting the logos on the tumblers and she's using them for a raffle. So, but she's like, how much do you charge? I will buy them from you. Like I charge everybody. I don't like giving stuff away for free, especially when I paid for the things, unless I'm giving it to that person without them asking. Like when people ask me for things for free, I'm kind of like, you should just wait for me to gift them to you, kind of thing. Like, I don't know. That's my thing. I don't like when people come up to me and are like, can you make me this? And I'm not going to pay you. I think you will get a lot of Halloween and Christmas orders. I hope I do. Did you say Pennywise cup? It's annoying, but I'm in the UK. But that would be expensive to ship. That would be extremely expensive to ship. But yeah, okay. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put white glitter all over the cup. Then I just bought really good alcohol ink from Amazon, and it should be here on Monday. So I'm going to be starting on that cup probably, maybe I'll wait till the pickle ones are done. But I'm going to start on that soon. And then once the epoxy that's under the glitter is almost dry, I take the alcohol ink and just kind of put drops around it. I think while it's spinning, I'm not sure. I'm gonna have to ask my friend Jess on that. But with the red, it makes like blood splatters. So then after that, I'm gonna do a layer of epoxy. And then on one side, I'm gonna put Pennywise's face, like a cutout of his face. And then on the back, I'm going to write, what is the saying? We float too, or we all float too, or something like that on the back. So I think that'll do well. I've never tried the English must do. Ah, yes, the English cucumbers. They are delicious. Hello, I'm here lurking while I nurse. Finally had this baby. Aw, hi, Chelsea. I was a nursing mom too. I totally understand where you're coming from. I nursed for 3 years, so good luck on your journey too. And congratulations on your baby. Hi, Andrew. Not much, just doing some chit chat. My mom can't hear good either. She is stubborn and won't get hearing aids. Aww. It's hard. It's hard when you're getting old and you don't want to admit that things don't work anymore. Like, I'm probably going to be that stubborn old lady too. I have an it-related tattoo. That's awesome. I'm going to be completely honest here. I've never even seen the movie. Not the old one or the new one. I think I need to watch it because I feel like I can't make the cup without watching it. You'll float too, or we all float down here. Is the saying. Gotcha. I have the saying already, like, on my Cricut design space. It's just, I forget what it says. Mainly because I've never seen the movie. I think I need to watch it. As long as it's not going to give me nightmares. I haven't watched a lot of the horror movies, like the popular ones. I've never watched Halloween. I have never watched, what is the one with Freddy Krueger? Nightmare on Elm Street. I've never watched, Chucky, believe it or not. I've seen clips of Chucky. I've seen a lot of clips of Chucky, but I've never actually watched the entire movie. I haven't seen the 90s one, but seen the 2 recent ones. Chapter 1 is great. Chapter 2 is slow and boring. I didn't know there were 2 recent ones. This shows how much I know, right? Got to watch. I'll watch it. I'll definitely watch it. But I've done that before. With, which one was it? Texas Chainsaw Massacre. I've never seen the original, but I saw the one that came out in, like, I think it was like 2006 or 7 or something like that. Not me. I think that would be a movie that will stay with me. Was it really scary? Like, am I going to be scared? Like, I'm not scared of clowns, so I don't know. Is there just lots of murder? I can handle murder. It's the, like, supernatural, weird stuff that freaks me out, like, a lot. Do you like Michael Myers? I've never watched Halloween, so I don't know. Do you make Hello Kitty cups? I can make Hello Kitty cups. I made a Hello Kitty mermaid cup at one point. I do a lot of custom cups. So if you would like a custom cup, just let me know. Like, send me an email or message me on Instagram. What?
Cut dessert?
Sure. That was Royce asking for dessert. But yeah, just send me an email or message me on Instagram and we'll talk details on it. My email and my Instagram are in the description box of every single one of my videos, so. Oh my God, you did not mention Smile. No. Smile, once they come out with the second one, I'm not watching it. That terrified me. And then my husband followed me around all the time doing the creepy smile, and nope. 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 My youngest son loves the Halloween movie. I need to watch some of the classics. Like, I don't feel like I've seen any of... The only classic I've seen, I think, was The Exorcist. And I've seen Gremlins, but I don't really lump that in with a horror movie. I'm late, so I rewound this to watch from the beginning. I always seem to miss your lives. Aw, that's okay. The live's only a half an hour in, so you didn't miss too much. Do not watch Smile. It will mess with your head. That was yeah. I don't recommend Smile. Smile, okay. Smile is about... I don't know if I want to ruin the movie. Like, I don't have to say the ending. Okay, Smile. It's like this entity that goes from person to person, making them hallucinate. And it makes them see people, like, around them just smiling, like, creepily. Like, and it's not even, like, a normal smile. It's, like, a smile that, like, makes you so uncomfortable. And then it eventually kills that person and then travels to the person that watched them kill themselves. And it's just forever ongoing. There's more to it, but I don't want to ruin it if anyone is planning on watching it. So I'm not really going to say, like, very much else about it. But it was creepy. I'm the same way. Can't watch that ghost devil stuff by myself in a dark room. No. I can't watch any horror movie by myself at night. Like, I need the lights on. I need people with me, at least one person with me. And it's normally my husband, and then my husband decides he wants to, like, torture me afterwards because he thinks it's funny, but that movie freaked me out. I get freaked out on the same stuff you do. Yeah. Where's Josh? Josh is in the living room playing video games with Royce. Okay, I'm on Poshmark too. Awesome. Yeah, definitely follow my Poshmark. Royce is making me want dessert, and it's almost 1 a.m. here. I want dessert too. Me and Josh went to a pizzeria, like, the next town over, and we got tiramisus yesterday, and I only ate half, so I'm ready to eat the other half after I'm done on here. I actually wanted to eat it during my live, but I'm like, I don't want to eat on live, so. If you want to be scared, watch a film called Host. Came out in 2020. It had me hyperventilating. No, thank you. I think I'll skip that one. I think I will pass on Smile, thank you. Yes, I would recommend passing on Smile. It looked good from the previews. I was like, oh, I really want to watch that. And I was the one who came to Josh and was like, let's watch this. And then instant regret. Hey, Carmen. I love Italian food. I do too. My other hid behind the door after watching Evil Dead and jumped out on me. I almost wet myself. Oh my gosh. Didn't they just make a new Evil Dead? So back when I watched The Ring, I had a Halloween party back in, I can't remember if it was the beginning of high school or the end of middle school. But I had a Halloween party at my house, invited like a whole bunch of friends over, and we all watched The Ring. Well, one of my friends decided to go outside and call my house phone from his cell phone, and it must have been high school if we had cell phones. But he called my house phone, and like right after we watched the part like on the DVD, if you've watched it on DVD, that says don't watch this, and then it plays like the movie that like you weren't supposed to watch, like from the movie. And then as soon as that was over, he called my house, and it freaked me out. It was not fun. Love the last cup you made. Thank you. I felt the same way, and I couldn't stop once I started. Right? Yeah. I had to watch it to the end. Still regret it, but the new Evil Dead isn't as good, and still not seen The Ring. Only the original Japanese one. See, I've never watched the Japanese one, but I heard there's a lot of movies. There's a lot of horror movies that came out that were originally Japanese movies. Like The Grudge. I saw that in theaters. But I've never watched the originals of any of those, but I heard that the originals are scarier than the remakes, the American remakes. My husband, he has horror movies. He's into Star Trek, Star Wars, and some kids movies. I admit, I like some kids movies. I'm super not into Star Wars, not into Star Trek, but I'm into like Harry Potter, and the Twilight series, and Disney. I love Disney movies. I'm obsessed with Disney movies. I remember seeing Damien when I went to college, scared for a long time. I've never heard of that movie. What is Damien? Can't do The Grudge. No thanks. It's the noise it makes. See, The Grudge didn't really bother me all that much. I saw it in theaters, and I hate that I laughed at this part, but in the beginning, like how it starts off, like it doesn't even start off slow. It starts off by somebody just walking off. I think it was like somebody walking off a building. And it just caught me off guard so much that I was like, what the heck just happened? That I started laughing. And I was like, I can't believe that happened within the first 10 seconds of the movie. It was weird. But the noise doesn't bug me. It really bugs my friend Jess, and her son does it all the time, and she's always like, stop, stop. I used to make the noise all the time too. Oh my goodness. What was that movie about someone calling the babysitter and it was coming inside the house? Scream? Was it Scream? I've seen... What the hell? Do you guys hear that? The engine revving? Like, I don't know what they're doing. That's annoying. I've seen both, but can't remember the name. There was an old one and a newer. Is it Scream? Is that what you're talking about? Because that kind of reminds me of Scream. I've never actually seen Scream, though. I've seen Scary Movie where they made fun of Scream, but I've never seen Scream. My husband is currently watching Dragon Ball Z. Oh my god. I love Disney. I have a Peter Pan tattoo. I love Disney too. I know it's not Disney, but it's owned by Disney. But I have an Alice in Wonderland tattoo. So yeah. My husband loves Disney. Yes, Disney Plus is pretty much my most used streaming app that I use right now. When a Stranger Calls is the movie. Oh, okay. I've never seen that. Carmen, you are not talking about The Omen, are you? The Omen. Where's Carmen? Oh, Okay. The Omen had a little boy named Damien, right? I think I've seen that. I saw that movie like a long time ago. I don't really remember much of it, but that's a cool tattoo. My father-in-law has a shop in his house. That's awesome. I think the car finally stopped. That was really annoying. And now they're setting off fireworks. What is going on? I love fireworks, but what's the occasion? How many tattoos do you have? I'm not sure. Let's see. I have one here, two here, two here. I have four back here, I think. Was there two here? I think there's a butterfly here, right? And then a rose, and then a fairy, and I forget what's on this side. I think it's lips with one of my best friend's names on it. And then I have cherries right here. I have a tramp stamp. I have my zodiac sign here. Then this is my calf sleeve, and then I have paw prints, my cat's paw prints on my feet. And then I have one behind my ear. I think that's all of them. I don't know. How many was that? I didn't count. My husband saw the original Jaws and stopped going to the beach for a while. I never seen Jaws, but I did go to Disney or no. Is it Universal Studios that has the Jaws ride in Florida? But I went on the Jaws ride, and I guess it was at the point where it wasn't as scary because it was like kind of creaky, like coming out. I guess it was really old. But it was kind of cool. Feet tattoos, but that was nippy. Actually, no. My feet was more like uncomfortable, like tickly feeling. It was the back of my neck that hurt really, really bad, to the point where like I was tearing up. Hey, studio. Like, I'll take feet tattoos over the back of my neck any day. And my wrist hurt pretty bad. My collarbone was the most painful. I don't think I have... Your collarbone's like right here, right? Yeah, I don't have any there. I heard ribs are really painful. And I heard the spine is really painful. And I don't have any there either. But like anywhere with like super sensitive skin, like the back of my neck is like super sensitive. My forearms is super sensitive skin. Those hurt the worst. The shoulders and like the upper arms were the easiest. And the shins. Your shins hurt really bad too. I heard elbows hurt. Elbows must suck while healing too, because you're constantly like moving. The worst pain I have ever felt was when I had a lumbar puncture. Not sure if that's what you call it in America. I don't know what a lumbar puncture is. Where is your lumbar? So your leg, your arm, your back, right? Your back. Lumbar is your lower back, right? I don't know why I was thinking your spine. Okay, yeah. Ow. Okay, lumbar puncture. Is that a term for an epidural? Like, was that for having a baby? Or did you have that in there, like, getting something infused into your spine? Because the epidural is really, it's a thin needle that goes into your spine and takes brain fluid. Okay. That sounds painful. That sounds very painful. What do your kids want as a costume for Halloween this year? I have no idea. Nobody has come up with an idea yet. But it's pretty close, so they need to. I had suspected meningitis last year, and that's how they test for it. Oh. Well, I hope it was negative, because having meningitis is not fun. And I heard you could, like, get really, really sick from that. I've seen people that had, like teens that had meningitis, like, in their teens. Like, it got so bad they had to have, like, limbs amputated and stuff, which is really awful. But I think, don't they have, like, a vaccine for meningitis now that they didn't have when we were kids? Yeah, it was negative. I had severe COVID with a chest infection on top of it. Oh my gosh. That's awful. I'm sorry. COVID is awful. I had it twice. It was not fun. And my friend Jess just got over COVID. So I have not been able to hang out with her for a while because she was quarantining. Was in the hospital for 3 days. It was horrible. Oh my goodness. I had COVID and it was terrible. Yeah. The last time I had COVID was like last year, I believe. I don't know. I posted about it on here. And it sucked. Like, the beginning parts of it wasn't too awful because it just felt like a cold. And then once you get hit with that headache, oh my god, that headache is from some other planet. And then once the headache was gone and I was like, oh, I'm getting better. Nope. I got hit with major congestion and like it felt like I had like a severe sinus infection for like 2 weeks. It was terrible. I would not wish COVID on anybody. Chest tubes and blood clots in your lungs hurt. Oh my goodness, girl. I'm sorry. That sounds awful. This was July last year and I still feel effects of it. Oh my goodness. Did anybody who had COVID, did you lose your taste and smell and like, it didn't come back and then everything like tasted like garbage and smelled like garbage? Like all the food, every food like tasted disgusting to you? Because I've heard that happening to people. And they don't get their taste back for like for years, and then they have food aversions and aren't eating properly because everything tastes disgusting. And I'm terrified of that happening because if I can't enjoy food, I'd be super upset because I love food. Not me. I did have a metallic taste in my mouth. It was awful. Oh, I lost my taste and smell for a while afterward. Luckily, I got it back, and I don't eat foods that I used to eat because it just tastes and smells different. Aww. Like different or bad? Like, are there still stuff that tastes good? Because I lost my taste and smell when I had COVID back in 2020. I had it before everybody knew what COVID was. It was like before the pandemic even happened. It was in February, beginning of February. And I lost my taste and smell, but it came back and everything was fine. And then this past time, like last year when I had it, I didn't lose my taste and smell at all. I feel like we're long lost sisters. Food is life. Yes. Food. Oh my gosh. I can't live without food. Like, I mean, obviously nobody can live without food, but I love food. Like, strong cheese just tastes gross to me now. Oh. I retired as a nurse, and my patients will tell me about their pains. I never had that experience, but took care of them. Aww. I had it in 2021. The doctor was surprised I didn't get worse than I did. Oh, wow. While in the hospital over the 3 days, all I ate was half a sandwich and some jelly. I just hated the sight of food. I mean, honestly, I would hate food too if I couldn't taste it. Like, it was awful when I lost my taste and smell because I couldn't taste or smell anything. And I'm like, what's the point of eating if I can't taste it? Like, it just didn't feel fulfilling. The first time I had COVID, it was horrible for like 2 weeks, but the second time wasn't as bad. See, the first time I was sick for like a month, and it was before anyone knew what COVID was. I went to the doctor, got diagnosed with a sinus infection, got antibiotics that didn't work, got a second round of antibiotics that didn't work, and I was sick for like a month. It was awful, lost my taste and smell, but all it felt like was a bad sinus infection. And even though the antibiotics didn't work, I was starting to feel a little bit better and then a little bit better. And like, it just felt like a bad sinus infection. The second time around, it was like 3 weeks until like I felt okay again. Maybe a month. But I had the worst headache of my life. It was so bad that I was sitting in the bathroom most of the time, throwing up, couldn't eat, couldn't sleep. The first night that I had the headache, I didn't sleep at all. And then the next day I was able to sleep a little bit. And then by the third day, the headache was going away. And then I got hit with the sinus. And the sinus was just, it was terrible. And the congestion. And so I kind of feel like this, even though I didn't lose my taste and smell that time around, I feel like the second time around was awful. But I believe I had the Delta strain the second time. I felt so bad pressing the button for the nurse to come check on me, but I was so sick and I was getting myself worked up. Aww. Yes, I lost my taste, but only for like a week. It happened both times I had it. See, I only lost my taste and smell the first time. And I lost it for like 2 weeks, I want to say. Like when my sinuses were clogged, I lost it. And I lost my voice the first time. And I sounded so funny, and my husband was like laughing at me the entire time because every time I talked, I sounded like a completely different person. It was funny. It was really funny. Like the first time was bearable. The second time I had COVID, it was unbearable. Like I felt like I was dying. I've heard the second time is always worse. Yeah. The second time I felt like I was dying. It was so awful. The headache. I felt like my brain would, yes. I felt like my brain was like turning to mush and that my head was gonna like explode, and I could barely even keep down water. I was trying to take medicine to help alleviate the headache. Nothing was working. I would throw it up anyway. It was awful. All I wanted when I couldn't taste and smell was a Terry's chocolate orange. I've heard of Terry's chocolate oranges, but I've never had one. When my mom had the flu, she lost her taste. Oh, wow. See, okay. When I lost my taste and smell, like, I freaked out. I panicked. I was like, what is going on? Because, again, it was before we knew about what COVID was, what the symptoms were, all of that. And my husband was like, well, in extreme, like, sinus cases, you can lose your taste, or you can lose your smell when your sinuses are blocked, which causes you to lose your sense of taste, too. So I was like, okay. So I didn't really think much of it until, like, everything started shutting down. They started, like, posting what the symptoms are, this, that. And by the time we got really familiar with the symptoms, I was like, holy crap. And the fact that they said there was no antibiotic that could get rid of it, because it's a virus. I was like, I had COVID. I was like, I know it. I had COVID. I was not diagnosed with it. There was no test for it back then. But I know I had it. I lost my voice for over 3 months. Never had COVID, thank God. I had, when I was in middle school, either middle school or high school, I had bronchitis and laryngitis at the same time, and I had no voice, and I sounded crazy. It was kind of funny. And I lost my voice for like a good 2 weeks. You need to try one. They're incredible, especially the dark chocolate one. Ooh, I love dark chocolate. I hope so much you don't get it, Jennifer. Oh. I am a nurse and it's been hell. How working in healthcare? Oh, wait. You had to get the COVID shot and all that. But do you like when you're dealing with people with COVID, do you have to like wear like, what are they called, like hazmat suits and stuff? Like how did you not get it working in healthcare? I would be terrified. And it's back in the one home I work. It's back here too. It's going around. We have a big wave of it right at the beginning of school. Nice chatting. I've got to go. Time to feed the dogs. Bye, Chris. I've had 5 needles now. 5 needles? Oh, the COVID shot. Yeah. Wow, that's a lot. It's all because of work. We had to get it or we lost our job. See, I don't agree with that. I don't think you should have to lose your job with something that involves your own body. I was working when it all started and it was a nightmare. Getting fully dressed is like a sauna. Oh. Yeah. I can imagine. My other half recognized you as he is getting advertised your videos on his YouTube. I was like, yeah, it's Resin Becca. Aw. Do they still force it for a lot of jobs, or is it mainly just healthcare ones that they make you do that? I know they've like calmed down on that kind of stuff. I kind of feel like COVID is like the new flu kind of thing. Like, it's just something that's going to go around every year. It's going to come every year, like any other virus. And it's just going to be, you can get your COVID shot, you can get your flu shot, all that kind of thing. But, like, you can or you can't. Like, I don't know. I don't like the whole, like, forced thing. Yes, you know why it mutates? It mutates because you are getting the shot. So it needs to mutate to still infect you because you have the shot. Just like the flu mutates because of the flu shot. Because every time you get the shot, it needs to adapt to be able to infect you. So there's always going to be a shot every year, just like the flu shot. So I call you my guardian angel for all things resin. Yes, a new season shot. I wish it had flavors. I just feel like when it's flu and COVID season, just be extra cautious. Don't get super close to people. Wash your hands constantly. Like, when touching things. When you're not feeling good, stay inside. And even if you need to, wear a mask. Like, I mean, there's definitely safety precautions you can take to not get it. My other half essentially got kicked out of his band because he wouldn't get the vaccine. That's awful. The problem is the kids bring it home. Yeah. And a lot of the problems are with kids getting sick. The reason why kids get really sick is because a lot of times there are parents that send their kids to school sick. And a lot of them do it because they can't take off work to stay home with their kid. And they're like, okay, you seem fine. I'm just going to send you. But if your kid is showing signs of being sick and it seems more than just a cold, keep them home. Like, that's one thing. Not to mention kids, young kids, touch everything, constantly put their hands in their mouths and stuff like that. And people are going to work sick. Like, if you're sick, stay home. Nobody wants what you have. I've seen people, like, checking out food at the grocery store. They're looking like death. And I'm like, oh, not feeling good? Oh, yeah, I feel awful. I have fever. This is happening. Or I've been throwing up and this and that. And I'm like, why are you here? Why are you infecting everybody? Why aren't you home in bed? Like, it just baffles me how people are just so not thoughtful of other people and their surroundings. But that's just me. When I'm sick, unless I'm running to the store to get medicine or going to the doctor or whatever, I stay home. Like, it's common sense, but I don't know. My attendance in school was awful. I was in and out of the hospital with from the ages 4 to 13 with my stomach issues. My immune system is shot to bits. Aw, I'm sorry. Me. The employees have a lot to do with it. The employers. Oh, yeah. Yeah. I've heard of employers not sending people home when they're sick, not sending people home when they know they have COVID, telling people they need to come in when they have COVID, telling people they need to come in when they're sick. Like, I understand that a lot of it is the employers, but everybody needs to work together and stay home when you're like, I get it's hard to find people to work. I get it's hard to find people to cover shifts, but it's awful having people come in when they're sick so that they can get everybody else sick. If I'm ill, I just want to curl up and be left alone. Yeah, me too. When I'm sick, I've always heard, like, you always hear the term man flu. I'm not a man, but I have the man flu when I'm sick. Like, nope. I'm a big baby when I'm sick, and I don't like to go anywhere or do anything or none of that. It's too people-y outside. Oh, yeah. I'm getting tired. What time is it? Let's check. 8:30. I had a long day today, though. So, my kids this year are all in 3 different schools. And they all start at 3 different times. My stepson is in the high school, and he has to get up at 6 because the bus gets here at 6:45. My daughter, she has to get up at 6:45 because her bus comes at 7:30. And then Royce, my youngest, has to get up at 8 because his bus comes at 8:48. So I'm usually up. I don't get up at 6 because my husband wakes up my stepson before he goes to work and gets him all ready and out. But I have to wake up at 6:45 to wake up Brooklyn. And it's been a pretty big shock to me because I'm used to waking my kids up for elementary school at 8 last year and all the previous years. So the 6:45 is really hitting me. And this morning, I woke up at 6:45, even though my alarm didn't go off, but my internal clock was like, it's time to get up. I laid in bed for like an hour or two, but I was still awake. So I get tired a lot earlier now because I wake up a lot earlier. The whole summer, I was getting up at like 8 o'clock, sometimes 8:30, and I wasn't going to bed till like midnight. But now my internal clock has changed, and my body doesn't like staying up past like 10 anymore. I'm usually out by 10. But it's crazy having 3 kids in 3 different schools because there's different events at each school. I have to pick them up from different schools when I have to get them early. And until the first day of school, I didn't even know where my daughter's school was because I never had to go there before because I never had a kid in middle school yet. And turns out it's right next to the high school, so I'm like, thank goodness I don't have to remember another area. And that's easy. Like, it's literally right behind the high school, so that's good. It's been like 11 years since I left school. How long has it been for me? I graduated in 2007, I think. Yeah. We don't go back until September 7th. What? My kids went back on the 24th. Just got here. What did I miss? A lot. I've been on here for over an hour, so. But let's see. 2007, 2017, 18, 19, 20, 20. This has been 16 years since I graduated high school. Wow. That's a lot. And my husband graduated in either 96 or 97. Dang, I graduated in 2005. I feel old. I should have graduated in 2005. But I got held back in 4th grade because I went from public to private. And when they did like my assessment, they were like, okay, you need to go back to 4th grade. So I was like, okay. And then I dropped out my senior year because I was so far behind, and they told me I didn't have enough credits to graduate, and then I would have to go to summer school. And I was like, nope, I'm just going to repeat the year because I don't want to lose my summer. So I went to school at a different school and didn't graduate till 2007. But I graduated like right before my 20th birthday. So, yeah. I was born in 97. I was born in 87. I was born in 95. My other half was born in 86. My husband was born in 79. 1998 here. 1980. You graduated in 1988? My son starts 2nd grade September 7th. Excited, but yet sad that summer is coming to an end. See, okay. I was super excited for summer. Really happy, like, spending time with my kids, this, and that. But, I'm not gonna lie. I was excited that my kids went back, and then I have, like, time to myself during the days again. But I guarantee you, after a few months of that, I'm going to like wish for summer again. So it gets really lonely sometimes without my kids at home during the day. 76 here. I graduated in 1998. I hate sending the children back. See, I love it at first, but then I miss them. Like, it gets so quiet sometimes, but at the same time, I like the quiet to be able to get work done and stuff like that, because I do work from home, so. I am ready. My son is 12, going on 25. Yep. It's more or less my kids get on my nerves with, I'm hungry, I'm bored, I'm this, I'm that, and then them just leaving messes all over the house, eating me out of house and home, being up all hours of the night, and being loud constantly. Like, there's a lot more structure during the school year. They wake up at a decent hour, they eat a decent breakfast, they go off to school, they get served lunch, they come home. Yes, I'm hungry when I get home, but I give them a snack, make dinner, they eat dinner, do their homework, play a little video games, and then they're in bed by 9:30. So it's a lot less chaotic during the school year. Same, I hate winter. Minnesota's winters are brutal. I hate the cold too. I could never live in Minnesota. No. And I went to boarding school in Canada for 3 months during the fall. Wait. September, October, November. Yeah, during the fall. And it was snowing all fall and freezing. And I hated it. Nope, I cannot deal with the cold. I would rather live somewhere where it's nice all year round. But I'm going to miss my nephew when he starts school. Aww. This is my first year I'll be home alone without my kids. Oh my goodness. Okay, girl, it's sad. But at the same time, it can be so relieving. My first year, last year, when my son went, let me tell you, I got so much more things done during the day. I didn't have to entertain a toddler all day long. My toddler wasn't going through the house making messes everywhere, and like I could clean while they were at school, and it was just, it gets sad, but at the same time it's very like, it's less stressful, and I could leave during the day without having to drag my kids with me to the store and to where I needed to go. And if I needed to do doctor's appointments, I would do them while my kids were at school, and I didn't have to take my kids to that. Like, I get broody, then I'm like, maybe not right now. My son's Temu cart total is $625, girl. Although my cart total, I think, like, I don't know. There's a limit. There's a limit that you're allowed to purchase at one time. So when I click select all, it doesn't select all of them because the things are just priced too high in my cart. But I use my cart as a wish list. So I go through, like when I'm ready to buy something, I go through and just select the things that I want to buy for that order. But that's the way I can save things and know where they are and know what I want and stuff like that. So my cart is extremely high. My oldest is 25. My youngest is 7. Aw. My oldest stepchild is 22, going on 23 in the next couple months. My oldest in the house that's in school, he is 15. And then my youngest is 6. I love the cold. I love dressing for winter. Oh, no. I like wearing leggings. I like wearing, cute sweaters. Like, I love the outfits, but if I'm cold, I'm not happy. They start Monday, but I'm a little excited because I work from home, so I actually get more done. Yes, yes. You're going to get a lot more done. He's not getting it. He likes to dream. I hear ya. I hear you. I like to dream too. Yeah, I make a cart and like you said, buy when you are ready. Yeah. And I don't even select everything. If I selected everything in my cart, I would be so far in the negative in my bank account, it wouldn't even be funny. My husband will have more alone time, but yet feel guilty without them. School is good, though, for them. Yeah, yeah. I agree. School is good. But at the same time, I feel it could be a little bit shorter. And the fact that they send kids home with homework and have them do more work when they get home, I just feel like it's a little excessive and a little redundant. And it's like kids need time to be able to decompress at the end of the day and relax and do kid things. So, I wish they would just do away with homework. There's no point to it. It's actually been proven that it doesn't help at all. It can actually have adverse effects. And yeah. So, there are a lot of schools that have done away with homework. Like, I don't think the elementary school has homework. Not sure about the middle school, but yeah. I'm going to the Creative Craft Show next Friday, so I have saved up some money in case I want to buy anything. Not that I need anything. Yes, I agree. My kids are gone from 8:30 to 4:40. Oh my goodness. Is that the time they get off the bus or is that the time they get out of school? Because my son's school, they start at 9 and they end, or is it 9:30 or 9:15? 9 something, and they get out at 3:30, but he doesn't get home until 4:26 is the time his bus drops him off. So he is on the bus for almost an hour, which is ridiculous. But I don't want to wait in the pickup line because you can wait in that line for almost an hour sometimes too. I never did homework unless it was for history. Oh my goodness. History. Oh, I hated history. Mine is only 116. I do the same. Son had no homework for first grade, but not sure for second grade. My daughter didn't have any in fourth. They had homework in kindergarten and first grade, and as soon as COVID hit, they did away with homework at the elementary school. Off the bus. Oh, okay. Okay, that makes more sense. What are the school dinners like in America? Dinners or lunches? My kids like them, but I feel like they're not the best. A lot of times the high school kids were complaining that their stuff was like expired or moldy or rotten, and I don't know. I mean, my kids always beg to buy lunch, so we call it school dinner here in the UK. Oh, gotcha. But yeah, I mean, they're not awful. And my kids are on the free lunch program, so we don't have to pay for them. But a lot of people do. And I believe if you're paying for the lunches, that they should at least serve stuff that is edible. So it's nothing like the movies then. Do the movies have really good lunches? I mean, sometimes, like, I've heard of high schools, like, having, like, amazing lunches. But I feel like it's ever since COVID The lunches are not great. Like, it's just, I don't know. Things have gone downhill with the school systems. Although my kids have never complained about the lunches. My stepson, though, he hasn't had the school lunches yet because they had half days this week, and they were not served lunch on half day. When my son goes, they kind of cheap out at his school. Like only 4 tater tots, for example. My son is autistic and is picky for eating, so I send him lunch from home. Yeah. If you have picky eaters, it's best to probably send them lunch because they are really stingy with serving amounts. But I get it because they have to, portion for each person. But like, yeah. At my school, they were really stingy with the portions too. Like when I went to tech, we had the absolute worst lunch ever. Aw. American high school just looks so fun in the movies and TV shows. I didn't go to a normal high school. I went to private school. So my high school was way different. My high school was nothing like the movies. But I don't know. I really can't say for any of the high schools around me because I've never been to them. So, but I feel like the movies exaggerate things and make things look better. But in the movies, the high school kids don't even look like high school kids. They look like, they're in their 20s. And so, yeah. Like Mean Girls. Yeah, Mean Girls is nothing like actual high school. Maybe the meanness. Yeah, people are mean like that. But I don't know. I don't feel like they're as cliquey like they were in Mean Girls. And I don't feel like, I don't know. It's definitely not like the same. Although in my high school, I didn't go to like a separate high school. My school was kindergarten through 12th grade, but us seniors, we were allowed to, I think it was once a week, we were allowed to leave and get like lunch somewhere off school campus, which is kind of cool. Or One Tree Hill, I love that show. I've never seen that show, to be honest. All right, you guys, so we have been chatting for an hour and a half, and I think I'm going to go inside and eat my dessert and get ready for bed. But it was really fun chatting with you all again. I think I might make this. Did you say you were getting a new camper? I would like a new camper, but we can't afford one right now. But hopefully in the next couple years. But anyways, it was fun chatting with you all, and I think I'm going to do lives every Saturday. What do you guys think? Should I do lives every Saturday? But yeah, it's been great chatting with you. Enjoy your dinner. Thank you. Good night. But yeah, I will see you all next Saturday. See ya.